issue. I know they were at the Walmart pond right
Just
away.
an example, it's strictly an example.
Yeah, I got you.
But anyway, just note it, and maybe we could kind of do some research on what the future plan is there, because when I drive out, I didn't know if they'd go to natural grasses, like out in front of Wells Corporate, you know, or something like, I don't know what they got planned, but I'm concerned.
I don't know what the type of seed is, Clark. I know it was specified that it needed to be, they had to change the, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they changed the type of seeding that is required in that area.
Okay.
Just because of the slope,
Okay.
it didn't grow fast.
Right, quick.
So it wasn't,
Would
there
hold.
was no erosion while the grass was trying to grow.
Right.
I know that was changed.
Okay, well, I was just curious what the plan was, because like I've said before, I'm not opposed to this section of trail to Merrill, but I don't want it looking like garbage. I just don't want it looking like garbage. So anyway, on the radar. Thanks, Jason.
Okay, Plymouth Street, water. So here's what I ask, as you go to bed tonight, you say your nightly prayers. Please add that project into your prayers, that it gets done. It seems like it's going for heaven. Water's, putting the water in seems to go pretty quick. It's just taking forever to pour concrete.
And then they were ripping more concrete out
So,
yesterday.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
like,
so they're,
what are they
pour
doing?
concrete, then they have to tear a portion out because somebody drives in it and they pour it back. So that's been a headache.
Wow.
That was supposed to be done, I believe the days ran out, last Friday, according to the contract, so looks like they have quite a bit formed up this morning when I went by, so hopefully they get a lot poured. Then on to the 7th Avenue and K-49, driving out there, the city main line is complete, so it's actually beyond the city's portion, down to Kellen's driveway is what was going to report first. That's all done. So now the crews are working on all of the tie-ins there. So 20th Street and tying in the streets and driveways is what they're doing. Once that's done, then they're gonna flip and come from the south to the west. And then I put in front of you, this was asked yesterday, just a refresher of what was presented months ago when we talked about American Rescue Plan funds. So this was created, up on the top is projects that have already been approved to use those funds for. And then down below are a lot of the originals I had on the list, plus some additional ones that have come up since. So,
Thank you.
Yep, appreciate it.
okay.
What's the deadline to use those funds, Jason?
December 31st of '24 to commit them, and then December 31st of '26 to spend.
Yep. Yep.
Anything else, Jason?
No.
Joe, anything for us today?
Started looking at CD rates, but we're about a month out, and rates right now are good, so we'll see if they hold. Next month.
Okay.
I want to jump back in there, Steve. Back to the list that I gave you. The one way on the bottom, 7th Avenue, K-49. STVG projects are allowable under these rules, harbor rules. So I mentioned earlier that our road use is
Dwindled.
way down. So this may be a good source to at least pay for some of that project. We're responsible for $630,000.
That is our portion right there. Okay, that's what I thought that probably was.
Yep. So I might bring that forward
When does road use get regenerated? Every 6 months?
No, we get paid monthly.
We get paid monthly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
Anything else, Jason?
No, that's it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Joe, do you want to bring anything up in case he does bring something up?
I'm good.
Mark, do you have anything today?
No, I was just wondering if maybe Lori, do you want to address the trick or treating where it's happening downtown? Do you have?
Sure.
I know I got an email about it, but I would give the wrong information just for my memory.
Well, since we have a little road construction, we felt it was probably in the best interest not to send children with masks across a detour in front of Olson. So we will be trick-or-treating on Central Avenue, both directions, and on First and on Plymouth in that short little area. Please go to the library and the art center. They will have treats as well. And we're just trying to keep it safe. I appreciate the help of the police department, and I just didn't want to try to add to their workload, nor, have any terrible safety things happen with crossing in front of that detour. So that's where it's at.
Probably smart.
Thanks.
No, I mean, that's probably a really good call.
Yeah.
Seriously, that is a good call.
Actually, Justin Dale sits on our board, and he was talking about it. So, and we're not sure if it'll be done. It says the 27th, but you know
Better
how
safe
that's
than
been
sorry.
going. So we decided just to make some smart decisions ahead of
There
time.
you go.
So yeah,
Thanks
it
for
should
the
be
update.
fun. So yeah, bring the kids down, and we'll just hope that we have chamber weather, right?
As long as you were there, do you want to bring up a volunteer request?
Yes,
For
for
Saturday?
everything.
Let's start with Saturday.
This Saturday, the Chamber of Commerce has transitioned to take over Pioneer Village. And so if anybody can come out between 9 and noon to help us with lights, we'd sure appreciate it. Maggie Catton and I have it all planned out, so it should go very smoothly. But I do need people. And if you have some resources, ladders, anything like that, I mean, a boom truck would be great. Small stuff. But we have everything ready to go. So we just need the people to come out and help. This tradition's been going on, my understanding is 25 plus years. There's some great people that have been involved in it. So if you can make it, that would be wonderful. And then on a side note, we have Christmas and Hometown coming up. So again, I need some people to help with that. If you have some time during the day, the shifts are 2 hours. You can dress like an elf if you want. So lots of fun coming up in the next few weeks. Clark, are you in?
Does it come with spiked eggnog?
Probably not.
Hey, as long as you were up there and you've settled in, so explain this transition. What exactly transpired between Main Street and the chamber? What's the motivator? Can you explain it?
For Pioneer Village?
No, really not. Just the merger between Main Street and chamber.
Oh, well, I mean, we've been doing Main Street since 1995. It has been a wonderful program, obviously. It has put or given us a lot of resources downtown with upper story housing and all of those things. As we looked at the 20-year plan and some of the people that sit on the board or on that steering committee, we decided that some of those things we probably do not need as much as we've had in the past. And so we want to look and kind of move in a different direction. So we are in the process of getting our own plan together for the next amount of years so that the chamber can grow. It has been growing in the last 2 years, and we will continue to do that. But we just wanted to partner with the city to try and see what that's going to look like. So it's a little different. There's still resources available through Iowa Economic Development for upper story housing or for some grants. So if anybody is still interested in that, they can just go to the chamber, and I'd be happy to help them with those things.
Like facades and stuff like that?
Yep, we still have a design committee that is a great group of people, and they are very diligent about what those guidelines look like. So If you need a facade grant and you're located in downtown or on 75, please approach us and we can give you all the information on that.
It's still available, just.
Still available,
Right,
yeah.
okay, okay.
Actually, you're not gonna see hardly any changes at all. So, might be less meetings.
Okay.
But other than that, everything that we were doing, I will continue to do. It's
Okay.
just not on the umbrella of the state, so.
Okay, good, all right. Appreciate that.
Anything else?
You're gonna keep
Okay.
coming to meetings after I put you on the spot like that, right?
No, it's okay. I really do need volunteers though, so if anybody, bring a friend, bring a family, pitch in. I mean, I think it's important that everybody, can see how important this is. It brings 6,000 people to town, so let's show off Lamar's. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Lori. Anything else?
That's all I have.
I want to give a delayed thumbs up to the city crews for getting that yellow line painted at Cleveland Park on that curb. Looks good. People shouldn't stumble anymore. Clark?
I actually have a delayed thumbs up myself. Thank you for opening up Twig and Branch on Friday. I don't know who made that call, but that was, Knight did, that was fantastic because I had people asking me hours when they could, so opening that up was a very, very, very good call. Thank you.
Brian?
Nothing.
Mike?
What? Pass.
All right, I got one more thing. We probably should mention the stuff on the bottom.
Well, you're taking my end
Oh, you
of the
wanna do it?
meeting thing. Would you like to? You certainly can.
I was just gonna mention that, so this will be happening, before we meet again in November, so, mentioned the Trig and Branch site, that is open through November, but there is a slight change in hours starting November 1st on Wednesday. They'll be going from 1 PM to 5 PM instead of 1 to 6. Because our days are getting shorter. And odd even parking goes into effect November 1st. So,
Kevin, you're gonna handle that with warnings for a while?
Yeah, we will issue warnings for 30 days or until the first significant snowfall.
Right, okay. Okay. Appreciate that.
Anything else for the good of the cause?
Motion to adjourn.
I like the cause. Motion to adjourn, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.